Hey, what's up everyone? This is the update on the 125 gallon reef. Well, it's not really an update, but I promise you guys a quick video on my refugium, my sump, my filtration system, my whatever you want to call it. Alright, here we go. This is a trigger system Sump 36, and in the first stage here I have the Vertex skimmer 150. Vertex Omega skimmer 150. This thing is awesome. I came from a Aqua Sea EV skimmer 180 and I switched to this one. Now the reason why I switched to this one is because that one gave me no room whatsoever. It was humongous in this first chamber. Now I know a lot of other guys got this Refugium custom where their first stage was bigger so that they can have a bigger skimmer and whatnot, but I didn't do that. First of all, it was extra money, and second of all, there's plenty of skimmers that could fit in this stage. That's actually all I have in this first stage, except for like temperature probes and whatnot. Sorry because it's a little dirty, but if you see this collection, it is a dark hunter green, close to black in the collection cup. Now this is only 24 hours of collection, and this stuff is thick. Alright. Next thing I'm going to move on to is a Bubble Magus pump. It's a dosing pump. I used to use ESV additives, but I switched it up because first of all, it is a lot more than this stuff. Excuse me. These jugs last me about a month each because I am dosing 120 milliliters of calcium and alkalinity daily. So as you can see, the line is pretty low. I would say less than half of the jug. So I'm going to have to refill that soon. But this thing is working awesome. My calcium's always in between 425 and 450 ppm. And my alkalinity stays at a level 10 pkh. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Between the Vertex skimmer and this, I made great investments on the tank, and my tank is flourishing. Alright, let's move to the next chamber. I just pruned this thing less than a month ago, and it is humongous. This stuff grows like crazy. Now people have special LEDs or whatever fixtures they want underneath on their Sump Refugium. I keep it simple. Chaetomorpha with a few pieces of live rock, a little rubble rock, nothing crazy. I don't want to get too insane. And I got this from New York Stilo, thank you very much. 1 inch of Miracle Mud, that is all I needed, and it is rocking. I pruned this a few weeks ago. It was the size of a baseball, and now it's the size of bigger than a basketball. I don't know what you want to call it. This thing is full. Once again, I don't have fancy LEDs. I have a regular swivel bulb with this workshop light, and this thing is killing it. I don't know how else to describe it. It's great. Thank you, New York Stilo, for that 1 inch of Miracle Mud. Tell me about that. I actually had it a bit different before. I had rubble rock on the bottom. You said not to do that because a lot of detritus builds up and whatnot, and you were right. Thank you, brother. Let's go to this next 2 chambers. On the top I have a float, not a float, sorry, a little foam pad. Now this pad stops a lot of this non-stop growing algae and junk. I don't know, there's a bunch of shit in there, but it collects it, and by me removing that, I get rid of a lot of shit. Sorry for cursing. I love to curse. Anyway, this foam pad prevents a lot of stuff from getting into my pump stage and whatnot. So I keep that simple. And on the bottom of that, I run 3 ChemiPure Elite bags, and my water is crystal clear. That stuff works wonders. Alright, let's go to the next stage. The first thing you see is a Fosband 150 reactor. And wires like you wouldn't believe. and my Apex. The best thing, the best investment you could get. My favorite controller out of all of them. And the next thing, I need to fill that up because that's done. It's cooked. That's a 5-gallon auto top off with a Tom Aqua Lifter pump. This is the last stage. You can't even see this. Anyway, I got a Mag 7 pump feeding. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little sterilizer. Well, it's not little, this thing is huge. 25 watts, nothing crazy. It's a 125 gallon tank, so I went with the 25 watt sterilizer. And I have a Mag 12 feeding the tank. That's my return. I split the return into 2 sections, so to get more flow and whatnot. And there's a little float valve in the back that causes the aqua lifter to get fresh water back in the system, keeps salinity right. And that is the MaxiJet 1200 for my Fosbane reactor. Alright, nice and simple. Sorry the wiring's not the best, but it's temporary, honestly. I had this tank for 6 months and this thing is growing. I like it though, I add stuff every day and whatnot. Keeps me busy. Like if I don't work enough, I have 2 jobs and I just love this hobby. Anyway, enough of me talking about myself. Let's talk more about the system. Right here I have a Arctica chiller. The chiller's 1.5 horsepower, 1/5 horsepower, sorry, not 0.5, 1/5 horsepower chiller. And this thing works great, works wonders. Kicks on every now and then. It's been hot in New York City, so keep cool temperature, keep it between 76 and 78 degrees, and that thing is the best. Next, I want to move on to the MP40s. These pumps are amazing. I just let the wire hang down. I'm going to tie it up nice and easy. MP40s on both sides. I actually got one on the